Hey everyone, and welcome back to the AXO. Now today we're going to dive into the world of high performance gaming laptops with none other than the Predator Helios 16. If you're planning to get a new gaming laptop, now is actually a good time to pick up one because they've been updated to feature the latest generation of hardware. If you're looking for a high-end laptop that's somewhere in the 12,000 ringgit range, then the Predator Helios 16 should definitely be in your shortlist. Here's why. First, let me walk you through the design of this laptop. On the lid, you will find a small Predator logo. You will also find an ARGB light bar located above the rear I/O. The entire chassis is made of aluminum and plastic, but it feels solidly built and there is minimal flex. Like other gaming laptops, there are a lot of air vents such as here, 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 and here. You get a large 16-inch IPS display with thin bezels on the top and the sides. The keyboard has an ARGB mini LED backlight and comes with a numpad as well. Above the keyboard there are a row of vents with a mode switch tucked in the left corner. Now the touchpad is quite large, and despite the matte finish, it has a very smooth feel to glide over. Now the whole laptop weighs in at 2.6 kilograms. While it's not the lightest gaming laptop out there, but it is on par with most of the gaming laptops that has similar hardware. However, it does come with a massive chonker of a power brick, adding bulk and weight to the backpack. Now in terms of I/O, the Predator Helios 16 has everything you will ever need. You get two USB Type-A 3.2 Gen 2 ports with 10 gigabits per second speeds at the right, and one of which supports power-off charging. Now on the left, you will find an Ethernet port, a USB Type-A 3.2 Gen 1 port, a microSD card reader, and a 3.5mm headset combo jack. The I/O also extends to the rear, where you get a HDMI 2.1 port as well as two Thunderbolt 4 ports. Our review unit is the PH16-7197G1 variant. It is a mouthful, but it is equipped with a powerful 13th generation Intel Core i9-13900HX. It has 8 performance cores and 16 efficiency cores with 32 threads. Now it also has a base clock of 2.2 GHz and can be boosted to 5.4 GHz for the performance cores and 3.9 GHz for the efficiency cores. Now on the graphics front, the Acer Predator Helios 16 is equipped with an RTX 4080, and that's a laptop GPU with 12 gigs of VRAM. Complementing the hardware are also two sticks of 16 gig sodium RAM, which has a 5600 MHz clock speed, as well as a 2TB PCIe Gen 4 NVMe SSD. What makes this a gaming laptop is arguably the display itself. It has a 16:10 aspect ratio and a 2560 by 1600 resolution. It also has a blazing fast refresh rate of 240 Hz for a buttery smooth visual experience. When compared to a normal 60 Hz monitor or display, or even some entry-level gaming monitors, I noticed that I was able to score headshots much easier in a fast-paced shooter game like CSGO. Now, brightness is decent with a maximum brightness of 500 nits. However, since it's an IPS panel, the contrast ratio is not the best. That being said, the display is still looking sharp with really vivid colors. Now the keyboard on the Predator Helios 16 is actually quite decent. Despite being a full-size keyboard, the individual keys are well spaced apart. It has really good isolation. And there is also minimal key wobble and deck flex. The typing feel is not as mushy, and it's really reasonably tactile. So you know this is coming from a custom keys guy, so thumbs up. Powering the Helios 16 is a large 90 watt-hour battery. Now, while gaming on balance mode, I was able to get about 2 hours and 30 minutes of battery life on a single charge, which is pretty decent, considering the powerful hardware that's crammed inside the chassis here. Of course, to make full use of the fast display, we definitely needed to look at the performance, which is nothing short of impressive. This laptop has 4 performance profiles that can be switched using either the mode switch button or the Predator Sense software. It has 4 modes ranging from quiet all the way up to turbo. Both the quiet and balance modes are pretty self-explanatory, so I'll focus on performance and turbo mode. Performance mode overclocks both the CPU and GPU while automatically adjusting the fan speed. Turbo mode, however, ramps up the fan speed to the maximum. I find that balance mode is good enough for my day-to-day use, with occasional performance modes if I want to play some graphically demanding games. The fan speed on turbo mode is frankly a bit loud to me, and I rarely had to dial everything up to max while gaming nowadays. The Intel Core i9-13900 HX delivered impressive results in Cinebench with a multi-core score of 23,184 and a single-core score of 2,069. On CPU Z, it scored 13,244 for multi-threaded workloads and 856 for single-thread. In terms of graphical performance, the RTX 4080 12GB laptop graphics is actually quite capable, thanks to the high 175 watts TGP. Now this allowed the GPU to clock higher, resulting in a much better gaming performance. And with that out of the way, let's take a look at some gaming benchmarks. Now, during our testing, we didn't notice any form of CPU bottlenecks at all, as the Intel Core i9 processor can easily keep up with any of the flagship GPUs. Now let's take a look at the thermals. As the total power draw of both the CPU and GPU pass at around 330 watts, Predator has implemented a sophisticated cooling solution to combat the heat. Now first, the Predator Helios 16 is equipped with the 5th generation Aeroblade 3D fans with vector heat pipes. It also used liquid metal instead of thermal grease for better heat transfer between the CPU, GPU and the heat pipes. Now under sustained loads using the balance profile, the CPU hovered at about 82 degrees while the GPU maintained a respectable 71 degrees. The fans are definitely audible, but not too loud to the point of sounding like a jet engine. Looking at you, turbo mode. As most of the heat is dissipated through the back, the keyboard and trackpad only gets slightly warm to the touch. So that's a plus. Now all in all, for the asking price of 11,999 ringgit, which is about the 12,000 range, the Acer Predator Helios 16 boasts a very capable hardware combination. You get arguably the best laptop CPU and GPU in town, alongside a buttery smooth display for competitive gaming on the go. Now working in tandem with the hardware is a capable cooling solution and battery life that is decent for a laptop of this performance. Now this is a no compromise gaming machine and is as good as it gets for the price range that it's in. If you want to learn more about the Acer Predator Helios 16, the link is in the description below. And if you like this video, do give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, as that would help us very much. I'm Terry from the EXO, and I'll catch you in the next one.